Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, so sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys to hit that like button. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course you guys already know that I always do greatly appreciate that, but let's just dive in. Let's talk about a few things, and then we are going to be talking about some pretty interesting things regarding not only the SEC lawsuit, but also the new financial system. So let's just talk about what is happening throughout the market right now. So Bitcoin is still ranging around like the bottoming point. In my opinion, I do believe that the bottom is in. A lot of people are saying, hey, I think that we are in a bear market. I think that, we're done. It's finished. Guys, every single time near the bottom, things get so chaotic. Things look a lot, worse than they actually are. And again, panic ensues. A lot of people get shaken out. The weak hands leave. And that's exactly what ends up happening, right? Capitulation is, a killer in this game. You just got to be able to have the emotions to stick through it, understand the value behind your investments, and just hodl on. In my opinion, when we talk about XRP, I think XRP has a significant role in play in terms of the new financial system, and we are going to be talking about that in this video. On the 24-hour span, we are still seeing some nice green throughout the market, but nothing too crazy. We are seeing Algorand still up about almost 4%. We see ZIL up almost 4% as well, but for the most part, the entire market is kind of just sitting stable or in the red. Now, as we do kind of look at a few things regarding the SEC lawsuit, we are seeing a major attack on crypto. In fact, today we seen a massive charge against Nvidia. So we do see here, I might start an anonymous newsletter called The Daily Extortion or something about the SEC's anti-crypto obsession. Another 5.5 million heist designed to chill institutional adoption versus actually, deter fraud. Do you feel protected? And guys, did you see this? The SEC charges Nvidia Corporation with inadequate disclosures about impact of crypto mining. I want you guys to understand right now that when we look at things around crypto from the SEC standpoint, at this point they are just going after everything and anything crypto related. We know that now they are showing their hand. It was never about XRP. And I've always said this since day one. It was never about XRP. They do want to go after crypto. They want to kill it. They are protecting one major player, and that is the middlemen. The middlemen who are eating up all of these fees in terms of payments that are getting transacted at on a daily basis in the trillions of dollars. And I want you guys to understand right now, we should all start paying attention right now to everything from the SEC, because every single crypto charge that we've been seeing in terms of the SEC has been about trying to kill crypto, target crypto. It's honestly all a one big show to protect the banks. And in fact, we actually do see here, protecting investors or the legacy system. Shout out to JV the Great here, but listen closely to this video. This is pretty significant, and it does show you the insight on why Ripple, specifically XRP, the token, was targeted. Listen closely to this.
Transactions, and I measure cost both by speed of transaction, cost of transaction, and we can apply technologies to improve that. But it does require that partnership that Mayor Adams was just describing, because these are regulated industries, and they should be. But that doesn't mean we have to be stuck in, kind of put our head in the sand and create more rules. And again, borrowing from what Mayor Adams said, we have to embrace. We can't be fearful of what that could look like, because I think what it looks like on the other side is a more efficient economy for the people the government's actually representing.
And there's a hidden hand in our government, the unelected decision makers. Because as you dismantle the current way of doing title insurance and other things, as you dismantle that, you're going to be dismantling those industries that are eating off of this. And so when you have powerful lobbyists, you think they are saying, let's protect Americans from this new technology. No, they're protecting the interests of others from this new technology that could help Americans. And we have to be aggressive enough to point out the difference between protecting our citizenry and protecting industries that are in the way of our citizenry. And if we're not willing to do that, we are going to be left behind. No one is going to wait for America to catch up.
And I want you guys to understand specifically around this entire subject, it's all about protecting those industries, those middlemen, if you will. They are pocketing massive amounts of money yearly on transactions. I want you guys right now to understand that there's a massive race going on in terms of the global cross-border payment trade area, specifically in regards to SWIFT and XRP. Guys, when we talk about this, we need to understand what is happening. They are targeting crypto because they know that crypto is going to cut out these middlemen who are eating up massive amounts of money. I mean, these are unfathomable amounts of money yearly off of these payments. And they don't like that, okay? They don't like it at all. And I've always said it was always about the banks. They want to protect the banks. They don't want us, as individuals, getting ahead. These fees are there to keep you down. A ton of the fees that we pay on a day-to-day basis, even in terms of like Ethereum, right? I've always said like Ethereum with NFTs, these massive NFT projects that have a floor price of like 100 Ethereum plus, these are not fair grounds for the retail individual. Okay, there's no buyer demand for the average individual for a lot of these major, Ethereum projects. And Ethereum gas fees are absolutely killing the middlemen as well, or the small guys, and the middlemen are eating up massive amounts of money from that as well. So let's also talk about the SEC lawsuit, actually. So I want you guys to understand that, yes, times may seem, dark right now, but when we look at things happening around the SEC lawsuit, I want you guys to understand the confidence that Ripple has. They recently bought back $200 million of the seed funding it received for $300 million while in the middle of an SEC lawsuit. Ripple just signed a multi-year lease on an entire building in San Francisco and is hiring 200 more people. All I can say is confidence isn't an issue. Guys, I want you to all understand how things are going right now within the SEC lawsuit. First off, I believe that when we talk about this entire lawsuit, I think everyone in crypto, even if you are an XRP and Ripple hater, you should be paying attention, because right now this entire lawsuit is, I would say it's the scale weighing on if crypto succeeds or if crypto dies. They could easily kill crypto if Ripple does not win this lawsuit. And I've always said that. Pay attention to things that are happening around this lawsuit specifically, because it's not just about XRP, it's about everything. And they are extremely confident right now in terms of Ripple on a massive win, because they are not going to just continue to splurge money into further in the development of this massive network that they're continuing to build out on a day-to-day basis without knowing the end goal. Also, if you guys missed it, Stellar this week, leading fintech Novatti Payments, who was a partner of Ripple, which I do believe that they still are, and we're actually going to be talking about this, announced that it will launch an Australian dollar-backed stablecoin on Stellar. Now, I thought this was pretty interesting. Let me open this in a new tab, but I'm actually going to go to Novatti Group's website. So it's novattigroup.com. The way that I foresee this actually working, so as we look at this, I'm sure that a lot of people are probably thinking right now, dude, what is going on? Is this the death of Ripple? It seems like all of their partnerships are moving away from Ripple and they're going to join this, that, whatever. Guys, I want you to understand that they still have a partnership with Ripple. They're still working with Ripple. As you guys do see right here, they work with a ton of other names as well. And the way that I foresee this actually working, I think that this is pretty interesting. So first off, when we look at this entire new innovation from Stellar's side with Novatti, in my opinion, it looks like Stellar is on the front end development for this, while Ripple continues to work on the back end. And the way that I foresee this happening or working is a lot of these projects that we look at on a day-to-day basis, specifically like layer 1 networks, or even just DLTs in general, a lot of these are going to come together and actually work together. That's why we always look at interoperable use cases, specifically being the main, golden use case area for crypto. Because when we look at a lot of these networks, they're all going to have to be able to transact between one another. There was not going to be just one clear winner, and I've always said this, it's not just about Ripple only. We also have to support these other networks because they are also grasping, portions of this entire market. We actually do see down here, by launching an AUD-backed stablecoin on Stellar, a network designed for stablecoins and renowned for its speed, low cost, and interoperability, new opportunities to power more seamless and near-instant financial services emerge both domestically and across borders. When we look at this, and I'm not the only one that has noticed this. Like if we go back here, There's a few people saying, no, looks like Novatti works with Stellar, but the payments still run on RippleNet, according to Novatti.com. That's exactly how I look at it, right? I look at it, it's going to most likely be Stellar on the front end. You're going to see Stellar on the front end, and then you're going to still see Ripple on the back end, providing, of course, that liquidity, if you will. So, in my opinion, a lot of these projects will work together. This is not the death of Ripple. Ripple did not get replaced. XRP is not, a dead token in terms of on-demand liquidity. They are still continuing to build out. And I'm very excited to see a lot of these networks actually work together, because I think that this is going to foster in a streamline to that new system. Now, talking about that new system, we've been seeing a few, updates around this. So first off, Deutsche Bank actually was the first one to announce this 2 days ago. In November, SWIFT will migrate to the new global payment messaging standard ISO 222. With just 7 months to go, Flow explores the challenges so far and those that still lie ahead of the industry. Now, when we talk about this, of course, there's a lot of, issues in terms of focus areas, specifically even interoperability, faster payments, more efficient payments, settlement. Settlement is the key. So with liquidity being, at the high end, the secondary, focus point is always going to be settlement, sorry. How could we have these payments streamlined to not only be extremely affordable, inclusive, being able to interoperate between different networks, but also how are we going to have them fully settle in seconds instead of days? Because that's what makes the current payment networks that we utilize on a day-to-day basis, aka SWIFT, so inefficient, is settlement. Obviously, yes, price matters in terms of the fees that you're paying. It's absolutely ridiculous. That's why we always look at Ripple, solving that area in terms of RippleNet, 60+% savings on fees. But when we look at, again, RippleNet payments, specifically around on-demand liquidity, combining the power of XRP with RippleNet, that's where we do see a lot of those efficiencies really, shine. But also, we do see settlement shine in terms of the 3 to 5 second settlement speeds. That's where we really want to focus on in terms of the new, payment system. This is also why I say, XRP with Ripple, if you combine those powers, it's truly going to be something disruptive. But we also have to pay attention to these other networks. It's not just about one asset. I do not just hold XRP. I talk about XRP a lot because I truly believe in the value behind it and also what they are building. But don't get it twisted. I am not an XRP maxi. I am not just holding XRP. Because although I love the technology, I do think that XRP is an incredible play. I also hold XLM. I also hold HBAR. I hold QNT. I hold a ton of other, pieces of the puzzle, because I want you guys to know right now, diversifying into all of these other pieces will only allow you to succeed even more. And I definitely want to focus more so on the networks that are being built out, specifically around payment systems. We do see our breaking news: the Chinese and Russian central banks will discuss the use and promotion of their respective national payment systems in both countries. Things continue to move very quickly. We do see here the ambassador said China would make use of a clearing bank for operations in yuan on Russian territory to ensure the sustainable development of national trade, which Russia expects to reach $200 billion by 2024. So we are seeing a move away from the US dollar, which is no big surprise because we even go back to May 1st, where we did see China calls out US dollar dominance as it buys Russian coal with yuan. A lot of things have been unfolding around the US dollar, specifically around the use of getting away from it and even getting away from SWIFT, which things are moving very, very fast within that area. I would say that the streamlined process of moving away from SWIFT and the US dollar has been growing ever since the conflicts have started with Russia. So definitely pay attention to this space. A lot of things are looking pretty interesting. I would say XRP looks very good at around the 200-day or 200 EMA right now. It's been riding it ever since we broke out of it, going back as far as like January of 2021. I'm not bearish on XRP until we break down below that. And yeah, with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.